Hey, good morning to you. I'm Stacia Wilson. I'm a meteorologist here at Channel 5. Sorry, this is kind of a goofy looking camera shot, isn't it? I'm not going to be on long. We're going to get right to your forecast. We have a lot of changes to talk about this weekend. So let me go ahead and get things started for you. All right, there we go, so you can see it. Okay, so you can see blue skies, partly cloudy out there across South Texas. It was a chilly morning out there. Currently 46 degrees. That's what we're seeing at the airport. Your dew point at 31, feeling more like 44. So again, it is cold. Also want to go ahead and show you our low temperatures for today. In the hill country, we were in the mid to upper 20s. 36 in Austin was the low there, 33 at the airport at San Antonio International. And then down south, it wasn't quite as cool, not quite as chilly at George West and Beeville. Their low today was 41. Now, really, at some point, for a good portion of the morning, Bexar County felt like it was in the upper 20s. We had some clouds move in, and it felt cooler than it was outside. Your current South Texas temperatures, we're starting to warm up just as we always do when the sun comes up and starts beating down on us here in South Texas, but it's not going to warm up that much. So we're probably not going to get above 60 today. Right now in Fredericksburg, 45 degrees, 49 in New Braunfels, 46 in San Antonio, and then down south where we saw a little bit warmer temperatures this morning, George West and Beeville, they are starting to warm up there in the low 50s there. So not going to see a whole lot of temperature change throughout the day, but it will warm up a little bit more. Right now your dew points remain low. It has just been so dry outside. We desperately need some rain. I'll show you our aquifer in a second, but we really only have some minor rain chances. At this point though, we'll take what we can get. Those rain chances will be tomorrow morning. I'm going to talk about that, but dry, dry, dry and cold. Now here's some more good news. We do have a light breeze out there, but it's nothing compared to what it was around this time yesterday. You know, we had pretty strong, substantial winds yesterday afternoon with wind gusts across much of South Texas, 25 to 30 miles per hour. So it was really windy. It's kind of one of those days when you're driving around, you can feel your car shake a little bit. Let's go ahead and check out our wind gusts that we're seeing right now. So not nearly as breezy. You have stronger wind gusts in the hill country, Fredericksburg, 17 mile per hour wind gusts. Now these are gusts, so that's big gust of wind that comes in. These aren't constant sustainable winds, so it's where you're kind of going along and then you feel a big breeze move in. And then San Antonio International, only 12 mile per hour wind gusts is probably what we're going to see. As the day progresses, those will die down even more. And then tomorrow, totally different story. I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're dealing with on Sunday. Sunday morning, those wind gusts could definitely pick up, especially around the hill country. Okay, so your satellite radar, over the last 24 hours, not a whole lot happened. You had some clouds move in, then they moved out. Now we're getting a break in the clouds, and it's a pretty clear day across South Texas. That's kind of the situation we're seeing for the entire Lone Star State. If you look down around Beeville, you see some pop-up showers, but they dissipated relatively quickly. You might felt some sprinkles down there, but nothing too severe. Looking at Texas, you have some cloud cover just east of Dallas, right there around Del Rio, just south of San Angelo and Corpus Christi, Brownsville along the Texas coast. You have some cloud cover there too. I bet it feels cold along the coast. 49 degrees in Corpus, 55 in Brownsville right now, 43 at DFW. So they're pretty close to our temperatures here in South Texas. 47 in Houston, Central Texas, 44 in Waco. Amarillo, a cold 36 degrees. Lubbock, right there with them. Taking a look at your national map, it is pretty cold across the country. Except for Raleigh, you can see they're at 60 degrees right now. Miami at 76, and that's about it. Everybody else is pretty chilly. Checking out Billings, Montana, 32 degrees, 38 in Bismarck. Around San Antonio, of course, we're in the mid-40s, and just looking at what we're watching as far as precipitation, we did have a couple days ago in our far eastern counties, just a little bit of precipitation. It moved eastward pretty quickly. Yesterday, Houston got some decent rain, and that system, as you can see, is making its way across the southeast portion of the country. And it's going to go ahead and dissipate. It's cooling them off, like the areas that it passes through behind it. That's when the temperatures are dropping. So pretty soon Atlanta is going to see a big drop in temperatures. All right, let's get right to it and show you what else we're watching this morning. Your aquifer, I was talking about that earlier. So 661.6, and we went down about 1/3 of a foot over the last 24 hours. And obviously that's not good. We need some rain. Our national drought monitor that comes out every single Thursday, you can see it has much of Bexar County. In fact, the entire northern half of Bexar County is in red. That's the extreme category. You don't want to be there. You know, it's just a couple, 2 or 3 months ago where we were doing much better, and there was a time around then that I hardly saw any type of color on this map at all. We had gotten enough rain, but that's not the case right now. Kerrville, around the hill country, New Braunfels, in the red area of extreme drought. Down south, even along Tilden, Cuero, Victoria, they still have drought issues there too. The entire southern region of Texas is in some sort of drought category. So we want that to change. Slight change could happen tomorrow. This is a look over the next 7 days. So this is measurable precipitation that we could possibly see, but you spread it out over 7 days and then you kind of think, less than 1/10 of an inch, that's not super great. But around Kerrville, the hill country, I think you could even see possibly up to 1 inch. And the reason why is tomorrow morning, we've got big changes on the way. Tonight, around 39 degrees, you're going to see some clouds move in. It's going to be a cool evening. And then tomorrow morning, that's when our best chance for precipitation is, I believe. Looking at today, not going to warm up a whole lot, like I said. By 12:30, we're in the low 50s, so staying pretty cool. And as I mentioned before, I don't think we're going to get above 60 today. By 6 p.m., it still looks like we're in the low 50s. So warming up a little bit before that this afternoon, and then cooling off pretty quickly. So this is 7 a.m. I'm going to tomorrow morning, I'm going to back this up just a little bit. Around Rock Springs, you can see some pretty decent precipitation, and it's not going to be cool enough that I think that you're going to have by any means, any type of freeze, anything that's going to stick to the ground and cause icy roadways or anything like that. It's just not going to be cold enough. Really what I think could possibly happen is you just have some sleet, especially around the hill country. Feel some ice pellets hitting you. That's what's going on. But it's just too warm at the surface level, which is good. No one wants to deal with ice on the roads. And then at Bexar County, I don't even think you're going to experience by any means a lot. It's going to be one of those situations in Bexar County where you go outside and you're like, oh, okay, a few ice pellets, or I saw some ice hit my windshield, and it's going to melt immediately. As we move through the day, that kind of moves through South Texas, and we're cold tomorrow again. Low temperatures tomorrow. Then Sunday, you have really windy conditions Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon. And then we kind of go into this warming trend. I'll show you that on our 7-day forecast. So Friday, today, high of 60. Tomorrow, probably going to get around 58, not any warmer than that. 20% chance of showers in the morning. Could see a little bit of sleet out there, but no measurable precipitation as far as ice sticking on the ground. Then on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you can see kind of like a stair step. It starts to climb a little bit. 64 on Sunday is the high, 66 on Monday, 68 on Tuesday, and check this out, by Wednesday and Thursday, we're already back in the 70s. Mostly sunny skies for the rest of next week. So enjoy this cooler holiday-like weather while it lasts, because it's not going to take long for it to change and we're going to warm right back up. One thing that will remain pretty consistent is low temperatures in the 40s. So we'll probably be back in the 30s tomorrow morning here in Bexar County, and then after that, our lows stay in the 40s. So cool mornings regardless of how warm it gets in the afternoon. Even on Thursday, our low is still 44, but you could see a 30-degree temperature change on Thursday. From 44 is our low and 74 is our high. All right, we're going to keep you updated here on KENS 5. We're going to be doing the noon show here in about an hour and a half. I'll check back with you then. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Okay, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you again at 12:30, and then more news 4, 5, 6, and 10. So stay safe, take care, and we'll check back with you in just a little bit.